Hey Plant Pals, it's Mike the Cat Gardener, and today's video is on everything that you need to make a plant with a mason jar. It's a very simple process. Here's everything you need. You need some seeds. Here's something to block the light of the jar. A net cup, a rubber binder for the paper bag, a rock wool cube, some water to soak the rock wool cube. You need plant food, clay pebbles, your jar of course, and some food. And I'll show you how easy it is to put yourself together a mason jar. Okay, let's get started. First off, you have this is a 32-ounce mason jar with the standard lid. Now what you can do is you can remove the lid, screw the lid back on, take your 3-inch net cup and drop it right on. And then what you want to do is take your soaked rock wool cube and see how it's a little bit low. Let me move the seeds aside for a moment. Center this. You can see how it's a little bit low. So what you want to do is take some clay pebbles, lift it up a bit, put the clay pebbles on the bottom so it gets to about where so it'll be even with the top, and then start surrounding your rock wool cube. Whoops, it's kind of hard to do on camera here. But you surround, and of course any of that fall get picked up off the ground. All right. Pretty good. Just want to not only do the clay pebbles, block the light from getting into the jar, but it also helps support your plant because it's a big cup. And I'll show you the bag of clay pebbles that I use. I just got these off of Amazon. You can get them pretty much anywhere. And then what you do is you take your seed, see if I can show this on camera. Get myself a couple seeds there. It's too many, but oh, it was kind of open. I kind of spilling some. And what you can do is you can take the tweezers, pick some up. Don't know if that'll show good on camera. I like to drop a few extras in there just to be sure. Close up the hole there. Put my extra seeds back because I don't want to waste them. I'll clean up these other seeds too. Yeah. Might as well get them now. Get over here. Get rid of that lid. Get rid of the rubber binder. Take these, put these back. Don't waste any of my good seeds here. Okay. Put that there. We're done with the water, so I might as well get rid of that. And what we want to do, let's set this here, we want to fill the jar with the plant food solution. Now before I do that, I want to show you some alternatives, what you can do. This right here is a standard mason jar lid that you can get off of Amazon. It's just a plastic lid. Screws on the top. Now what you can do is get a 51mm hole saw, also got off of Amazon, and drill a hole. Now what that lets you do is, if you have an aero garden sponges and you don't want to deal with the clay pebbles and the rock wool cubes, get the aero garden type sponge. Also I do, they're all similar. Drop it in there, put your seeds in. I like to cover it with a piece of aluminum foil, and then I'll take something like this, punch a hole in the center of the foil so that light can get through, and you have yourself an alternative to a regular 3-inch cup and the Rockwell cube. And this way you can have your own aero garden. You can use aero garden's pods in a mason jar. Now one thing is, aero garden usually puts a couple more seeds in the pod than required, and you have to pick those out. But let's get started with the plant food, which I showed in the video before on how to make. Oops, I do want to put that down, put this away. So I'm going to use the mason jar's ring and fill it with the plant food solution. Now I like to fill it almost to the top at the start. Let the clay pebbles kind of absorb it. I'll remove some of it. It's a little too full. Yeah, it's too full. I will be right back. I'm going to get rid of just a teeny bit of this and clean up the mess I just made. That's what happens when you're a chaotic gardener. This is good plant food solution. Let's see how that works. Yeah, I could use a little bit more. See, I took a little too much off. It's not an exact science. But anyway, you want to have enough fluid so it keeps the Rockwell cube in contact with the... There we go. Perfect. That keeps it in contact with the Rockwell cube until the plant starts germinating. And then what happens is, as the plant grows, the solution will lower as the plant sucks up the water and the nutrients. And then you want to keep let it develop air roots, and so you only refill it to about this point. But some things with like the lemon balm, it'll live its entire life cycle. You'll probably be done with the plant by the time it reaches to the bottom, and you can just start over with the new Rockwell seeds. And what I also like to do, since I like to recycle things, to start the plant off, is I will take the plastic humidity domes that come with your aero garden. This is just water with a little bit of weak hydrogen peroxide solution. Also helps the seeds to get started. And I'll just put that on top there, like that. And so now if I left it like this, it might be okay, but under grow lights it might develop algae, which I don't want. So I take the bag. This is just a regular lunch bag. Also got off of online. Get that anywhere. And so I'll measure it up, so I know it comes to about here. Oh, you could also just cut it. It's just as easy to cut the bag, but I'm just showing the lazy method. If you didn't feel like doing it, get yourself a rubber binder. Put that on there. You can double it up if you want, or just leave it. It's fine. But if you want to make it neat, I usually put another one on the bottom here, but you don't have to. That's up to you. And there you have it. That's how easy it is from start to finish to start a plant inside. You do that all year long. And so you'll have herbs Smaller tomatoes, like micro tomatoes, will do fine in here. Some smaller peppers will grow fine in here. But experiment, have fun. Sometimes it succeeds, sometimes it doesn't. But the nice thing about hydroponics is it's 5 times faster to grow something in the hydroponic fluid than it is in soil. And so if this fails, I can easily, quickly start over. And here it is on our experiment shelf. And so I will keep an eye on that and keep you informed about it. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.